Hello everyone and welcome to our Friars Club jacket sizing tutorial. My name's Tim. I have my assistant Gabe with me here. Gabe is a professional tailor. He's been in the business for
50 years.
around 50 years now. He knows the deal. So, I mean, you're not going to get an assistant that's as good as him, but try to get somebody to help you out because some of these measurements are going to be difficult without an assistant. So, step one, you want to make sure you have your whites on. Like I do, you don't need to have your tie on. But have your whites on because every time you're wearing a jacket, you're going to also have these whites on. So you want to have a jacket that fits with this clothes on. So we're going to walk you through 4 measurements. There's actually 5 measurements that I'm looking for though. One of them being your height. And you probably don't need to measure that. You can probably just look at your most recent physical and it will tell you that. But the first one we'll walk you through is going to be the waist. Now, before you do any of these measurements, you want to make sure you have a tape measure similar to this, or even one that doesn't reel in like this. You could even use one that's from like your dad's toolbox or something, but that's probably not going to be as accurate. One other alternative is that you can use like a string and then measure the string afterwards, but I recommend just using something like this. If you don't have something like this, try to look around or ask around to see if you could borrow one. And if you can't find one, then that's on you and you won't get a jacket, but not my problem. So, first one we're going to go with is the waist. So I'm going to have my assistant Gabe help me with this one. We're getting a measurement of right around 34. I know my waist is a 32, so you can either meet in the middle and go with like a 33, or you can write down exactly what you get here. I'm going to go with 33. Next one's the most important one I'm going to walk you through, and that's your chest/bust size. So for this one, you want to make sure of a couple things. You want to make sure that it's level all around. You want to make sure that you're measuring the fullest size, the fullest area that you have. And you want to make sure that it's not too tight. You want to make sure it's comfortable but snug at the same time. So without further ado, Gabe's going to help me look around. He's making sure it's level. He knows exactly how to do this. He could do it in his sleep.
Right around 37.
Yeah. We're getting a measurement of right around 37, but because like I said, we want it to be, snug but comfortable, we're going to go with 37.5 or 38. The third measurement we're going to go with is the sleeve length. This is where it's really helpful having an assistant. You want to measure from your thumb knuckle up to the middle of your shoulder. So what I'm going to have Gabe do is I'm going to have him hold the 0 right at my thumb knuckle, and we're going to go straight up, and we're getting a measurement of right around 28, right around 28. So that's good there. And then the last one, I'm going to have Gabe help me on the upper half. So you want to measure from the bottom of your zipper again to the middle of your shoulder. If you're doing this yourself, you have to be careful because we're getting right around a 30. If you're doing this yourself, you got to be careful because you might get an inaccurate measurement. You can see here, if I were to measure myself doing this, I would get a measurement of about 32. So just be careful with that. Other than that, guys, it's a pretty simple procedure. But if you have any questions, please let me know. Try to get it done ASAP so we can get you those jackets before school starts. But yeah, have any questions, reach out to me.